This is the third verse of Deep, Deep Water by Gatemouth Brown. And as before, I will play through and then go through it. Okay, this is actually the easiest of the 5 verses of this piece. And it starts off on this cool sounding chord, which is an A9 chord, or a ninth. And that's because it has the 9th note of the scale in it, which would be a B. This is a kind of a jazzy chord. It's used in jazz a lot. It's used in blues. You make it by, you're going to use the 4 middle strings. Take the first 2 fingers, index and middle, put them on the 4th fret on the 5th and 3rd strings. The other 2 fingers, 5th fret on the 4th and 2nd strings. And you get that cool sound. Now you can play all 6 strings, but I don't do that for this because what I'm doing is I'm sliding this chord up. So I just want to play those 4 middle strings. And you stop when you get to the 12th fret, when your ring and pinky fingers are at the 12th fret. The same fingering pattern, but now it's called an E9 chord. So you're going from an A9 to an E9 chord. And you want to slide up as soon as you strum the A9 chord down here. You want to hear every note going up all the way. You don't want to go... You want to go... You don't want to go too slow either. It'll die out before you get there. So strum it and slide up. And this takes a little practice to get the speed right, but it's not that hard. Then, when you get up there, you're going to do this alternating strumming and bass, strum the chord and bass. And you're just strumming downstrokes with your thumb. Go through that 2 times, and then you're going to still strum the chord and hit the bass string, but you're going to strum the chord once and lift your fingers a little bit to damp the sound. Now, this is hard to show on video, but if you just lift your fingers up and don't take them off the strings, leave them where they are in position. You don't want to do that. Just leave them where they are. Practice that a few times. And then hit the bass string twice. Then you're going to slide down stepwise, fret at a time, till you get down to the bottom. Now, this calls for 12 strums going down. And when you get at the bottom, you hit the open A string, and you're in the 2nd section of the blues, which is played on the A chord. So let's try that going down, sliding down from E9. So to play this, you're using the A for your bass, and you're playing the melody basically on the first 2 strings. Open, 2nd fret, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, bend it, and then play open. Then you, on the bass, you're damping the bass here just in front of the bridge with the heel of your hand like that. It's kind of hard to see, but you can feel it, and you get that muted sound. You don't want to play it at undamped because the strings will ring too much. So you damp it. It's kind of a thump with a note attached to it, an E and an A. So you're going up just like in the first part. Then I play the E on the B string at the 5th fret. It's the same as the open note. And then I play this 4th string at the 5th fret, slide it down to the 2nd fret. Now you could play the open E string. But I like to play it at the 5th fret because then I can control how long it's going to sound. If you play the open note, it's just going to ring. And maybe that's okay, but I think it's better to be able to control the length of that note. Slide down to the E. After that, you go into this little hammer-on thing that happened at the end of the 2nd verse, only this time it's not quite at the end. It's used as it sort of links the 2 verses together. It's a common element, but it's not at the end. It's sort of in the middle, and it goes quick hammer-ons, not but quick. Hammer on and get off right away. So then you're going to play the 3rd string on the bottom, the 3rd fret on the bottom string, bend it a little bit, play it open, and right away play the open 1st string. And then you're going to hammer on the D string at the 2nd fret and play the open string again. The B7 chord section starts by going up a fret at a time on the bass. And play the 1st string or the 1st and 2nd string. And then shift your little finger to the 2nd string and slide up to the 5th fret. And play it open. Play the 3rd string 2nd fret, 4th string 1st fret, which is all part of the B7th chord. The little strum on the 2nd and 3rd strings 3 times. Now this little ending is a lot like in the very first verse where you went up. But this time, instead of doing, you want to play, which is playing the 5th string, the open open 1st string, and then the 4th string, and going down. And then back into the E chord. So it's turnaround is the same as in the first verse. And then back to the B7. I'll play that through again a little bit more slowly just to sort of recap what's going on. You start with the A9 chord, slide it up. Short notes. And that is verse 3 of Deep, Deep Water.